Jai Jhulelal.
Jai Jhulelal.
Today in our studio, we have a very special guest all the way from Netherlands, Shri Dave Gurnani ji. He is the president of the India Foundation and he has taken many initiatives in his country. Just recently, he was involved in the installation of statue of Shri Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation. And when our Prime Minister Shri Modi ji visited Netherlands, he was part of the Indian delegation who met Prime Minister of India there. So, Dada Dave Gurnani ji, स्वागत है आपका. Welcome to my show.
Thank you, Nitin ji, for taking this initiative and putting up all the Sindhis together. Yes, it's true that I put up and initiate and install a statue of Mahatma Gandhi here in the Netherlands on 2 October 2016. Thanks to the government of India and also ICCR for supporting my initiative along with the Embassy of India. And when the Prime Minister came here in June 2017, I was given a chance to meet him personally. I had a 5-minute talk with the Prime Minister of India. So it was very nice to meet him.
That's
and
every single Sindhi is proud of you, Dada.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes.
So I'm grateful to you for taking time out for this show.
No, not at all. It's our duty. And I think we all Sindhis should get together like this and see in which way we can help our expertise in our fields for other Sindhis also.
Thank you so much. Dada, my first question to you is, without wasting any time.
Yes.
The impact of COVID on the world in your country and in India. How do you see it?
First of all, what's happening in the world, it's something which we can't avoid it because it's something, it's come to everybody now and it's all over the world. But what I see is the impact it's creating is, the first impact is economic impact. The economic impact is going to be very, very difficult for a lot of people. You will be hearing a lot of bankruptcies in the short term. They will be coming. You can hear about airlines, you can hear about companies, you can hear about hotel, restaurants and everything. But also unemployment will rise to the highest peak at this period. And I think the impact also has created a lot of problems in the tourism industry, and it has created a problem with the hotels, the airlines, and also to the like people who are coming from abroad to the Netherlands. And you know about Keukenhof, our tulip gardens. You know, the tulips are open only for a short period, and it's only till the end of May. I mean, the whole season is off. If you look at each, and you have all these big theme parks in the world, like all the Disney parks and everywhere in the world, and other things. If you look, the whole world, the impact is everywhere to what I see. And to India, I can see even a family member who wants to travel to India, they can't travel. There are also a lot of dates in India where people can't even attend a funeral. So the impact is a lot to what I see. Yes,
Netherlands.
Yeah, Netherlands, we have about 5,450 dates so far in the country. But the country is improving. Today is 11th of May 2020, where the schools are back to normal. So the schools are open today.
So life is getting back to normal.
Life is getting back to normal. So you can go to the hairdresser or you can go to your barber to cut your hair and everything. So that is been done today. I've also made my appointment for myself. But coming to look at it, the country won't be the same. And what we feel here in the Netherlands, like if you know, Amsterdam is a hub of all over the world where the tourism is a very big thing in the Netherlands. But if you look at it, there is nobody in Amsterdam because everything is shut.
So are you satisfied?
Sorry.
Are you satisfied with the modus operandi of this? You know, the what do you call it? The roadmap which government have decided, the precautions and the counter attack of COVID. Are you satisfied with it?
Yeah, I think you see, if you look at it, Nitinji, we are not experts in this. Every government has their own expertise. Yeah, we only can suggest to them. Also, will be kept only in a side, they say, because the government, one thing about all governments of the world, they have a lot of expertise. They use everybody who they can because they also want to get out of it, because the first thing it is affecting is the government. The second thing, it's going to affect the public. When the public is getting affected, it goes back again to the government. So the government
Yeah.
will find a way. But I think the effect is there, and I think the government in the Netherlands is doing its very best. First of all, when this problem started, they already established that all restaurants and all main things which are being closed or which were told to close, which businesses are being told to close, they have given 3 months salary of the workers paid by the government. All
Oh.
the industries and all the workers or all companies which were told in the criteria which were told to be closed, they were paid by the government of the Netherlands. So I look at it, I think that the government is supportive, and I don't see a reason why people in Netherlands will complain. Yes, there are always people in the world who complain. Even you can give them everything to the spoon and still also they will complain. But they also must assist and see in which way they can help the government. If everyone listens and everyone keep to the rules implemented, I think we all can save the government also a lot of money.
Okay. Okay, Dada, see, two most popular leaders, political leaders of the world. One is Shri Narendra Modi ji, and the other one is Trump.
Yeah.
Modi ji preferred lockdown, whereas Trump was against lockdown. Who do you see is on the right path?
I think the lockdown is much better
Okay.
because because see, if you look at it now, if you look at it between the two leaders, I bring our leader, Prime Minister Rutte. Mark Rutte is our Prime Minister of Netherlands. He put intelligence lockdown, in which he locked down in a certain areas, but didn't lock down in all areas because he didn't wanted everything to be affected. But if you look at Modi ji, he locked down everything in one go, in which also was not very reasonable in a certain way, which it's also, please, I have to make it clear, this is my personal view. Yeah? So I'm only telling you
Okay.
from my personal,
Okay.
what do you call it, whatever I say, it's only from my personal point of view, is that when he did the lockdown, he didn't give people chance to go back. So a lot of people had to walk back. I think that was not something which was accepted by the people
That
of
that
India.
that's the side.
Now, see, every country should give a certain period. Like today, I tell you, Nitinji, okay, we're going to do a lockdown. You will say, okay, Sai, we need a day or two to, to get it adjusted. Or you have to fix.
Singapore gave 5 days before the
Yes,
lockdown. They
that's
announced
what
it 5 days ago.
yeah, that's the only thing I felt from Prime Minister Modi's side, where he should have given a period that people can take a train or people can take a bus or people can take wherever they want to go back, and they say after this, please you be at home, and it's fully total lockdown. That's the only thing. Whereas in Trump's case, he thought that because he has a very big country, so he thought that America was much easier for everyone to understand. But if you look today, the largest amount of debt is happening. It's also in US. So
That's true. But it is related with the testing also. No? There is not much testing going on in India at the moment.
No, not lot of testing, but still the debt amounts are still 2,000. But again, if you are saying the testing is not going on, I have to ask you a question. You think the debt amounts of 2,000, is it true or it's more? That's my question to you.
Well, I don't want to get into controversy, but I believe it's much more. It's
Yeah,
much more.
no, I also think it's much more. It's not going into
Mm.
controversy. It's just only
Yeah.
our only personal view. What I'm saying is because they are only talking about government hospital. What about people who are going into private hospitals?
Actually, those who are not getting checked even.
Yeah, those who are not given check, and those who are just been dead for some reason, and they say no, we don't know why they are dead. Because see, all the other countries are very clear. They have a system where they registered everything, how many cases, new cases they have, how many dates they have. So I think India, I know India is very transparent, but I think they should go into more details to see how to know exactly how many people or how many people have perished in this COVID-19.
The politics plays a big role, very important role. So I don't think the actual figure will come out.
No, but
I
it's
don't
okay.
think
But
so.
also, they should be more, what we call it. They are transparent. I have to be very honest, because here everything is very transparent. But still, they should also make it easy, because sometimes you're looking at the population of 1.3 billion people and having a date of 2,000 people. I think the amount is too nominal. Even if you're looking at China, also sometimes we also find it very strange having a population of 1.3. Also, we're having a death toll of only 4.
Recently, the WHO president, the chief of WHO, said that
Yes,
India can play a very big role in countering COVID-19. Do you
yes.
agree with him?
Yes, I agree, because I think India has a lot of brilliant scientists, and I also have to tell you, Serum Institution is in my area in Utrecht. So the Poonawalla group is in the Netherlands, and it's only 5 kilometers from my office. So I have been there. I've also gone there and seen how they have made all the other vaccination, the normal vaccination, they do it for the United Nations. So I think Serum Institute in India or other institution in India will and can play a very major part in this COVID-19.
Right. Dada, one next question. How do you see the impact of this COVID on Sindhi community?
I think for the Sindhi community, because I think our community is not so big, if you look in general. So our community is not so big, but I only think
it's spread all over the world. It's spread all over the world,
Yeah,
and
it's
mostly
spread all over.
mostly belong to the trading community. Ours is majorly a trading community.
Yeah. So if you look at from India, he will say, my office is closed, my dando is his business is shut down for a while. So he'll be having an effect in that. If you look into a bigger company all over the world, because some countries or most of the European countries were open, like UK were open, Netherlands were open. Only countries like certain Spain and we have Italy was fully locked down, and more other countries in Europe. But if you look at the Sindhi community for the impact, I think if those who are in the business or those who are having the running business, all of them, I don't say only the Sindhi community is affected, but I think all the community in the whole world is affected. But suggestion.
Your suggestion. Yeah, please carry on. Please carry on. Please carry on.
Yeah, suggestion can be given to the community to see in which way we all can help each other. So if you have an expertise in India, or we have an expertise in all over the world, it'll be fun. I just like to share something with you. My son, who's a surgeon in Netherlands, and if everything goes well, he will become the first Indian orthopedic surgeon in the Netherlands.
Very nice. We are proud of him.
Yeah, thank you. So if I look at it, if there's any expertise, like my friends call me up, Dave, we need something to ask your son and everything, I give them his number. So if we all in India or all over the world, in UK Sindhis or US Sindhis or wherever the Sindhis are, I think we should go, we should see in which way we can assist. And I'm really very, very happy to say that the Sindhi Sammelan is a very important thing for the Sindhis.
So basically, you are saying united we stand and divided we fall.
Yes. And last year, I attended the Sindhi Sammelan, which was on the cruise from Barcelona. Yeah, I attended with my wife. And I think it was very important that we all Sindhis got together and we met. And I really have met a lot of Sindhis. And I think this is a platform which we should use, along with you who have taken up this initiative, where the Sindhi community can speak. And even I know that the Sindhi Sammelan this year has been moved or has been postponed to the following. I heard Peter G speaking about it. I've met him personally. I've gone to Pune to meet him also. So I want to just say that I think the Sindhi Sammelan is something which we all Sindhis have to say. We want to have a bigger expertise together among ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. Dada, your suggestion to the government of India and to the entire world, the governments of all the countries and mainly India.
Yeah, suggestion. See, in India, what suggestion is it that we have to follow the government rules. We have to follow the government norms. But something which can be very easily tackled, like we have metal detectors when we are going into airports. Yeah. Okay. When we go into a shopping center, we go into a big shopping center in any shopping center, Delhi, Bombay, or anything. We always have a metal detector. We have somebody who checks your bags and everything while we go through.
Yes.
Why don't we have metal detectors everywhere to just check temperatures? We don't call them metal detectors. I'm giving an example.
They are thermal detectors.
So if we can have that kind of system, I think we can make life easier. And they're saying that we should have social distancing. Yes, we can have social distancing, but how do we do it at the airports and everything? We can wear a mask and move around. I mean, if we must tell the government to move, because if the government doesn't move, then the problem will be faced by more people in the world. I think the government.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, please carry on.
government should take an initiative. But again, we are also worried because some countries which have opened that this lockdown system, but they are also worried that we might end up into a bigger problem, or we call it we can have another problem coming up very soon. So we don't want to tell the government to open because to save the economy, because economy is already going to be bad if you will hear it for the next few months. But still, I think to look after a person is more important than the economy today.
Okay. Dada, do you think this is a man-made virus?
I'm not going to comment on that because
Okay, I got your answer.
It's very difficult
Okay.
for me. Sometimes whatever I say, I can also because I have not said anything like that, but I will say I leave it to the experts. We have we have more experts and expertise who are looking into it. The president of US has already put his point of view. I just put it that way. His point of view, what he feels about it. But I think gradually other countries will see whether it was man-made or whether it was something, or we call it a natural thing to be seen to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll leave it for the world to. Yeah.
Fine, fair enough. Okay, Dada, what precautions are you taking?
Me, for me, I just say be safe, be home. The main thing is please follow your country's regulation, your country rules. If the country say 1.5 meter, please stay at 1.5 meter. If you can't avoid it in 1-2 seconds and then just move away and have a 1.5 meter. Don't try to create something, and don't think that you are somebody who's big. Even though how big you are, please follow the rules of the country, because you know why? Because today people look at what you are doing, because people take you as a role model to see what example you have set for the people. So I only can tell people, follow what the institution says, because every country has their own rules. So I can't say because the Dutch rule is you have to be 1.5 meter away. You don't have to wear a face mask in the Netherlands. You can walk freely. The only thing you have to wear a face mask if you are sitting in a public transport. So if you're on a train, if you're on a bus, or any, you have to wear a mask, because the distancing is much shorter than 1.5 meter. So that's why they want you to wear a mask, so that if you cough or anything, everything will be within you. You're not going to spread it. So the only thing we can say is, if you're safe, be safe, be home. If you have to travel. If you don't have to travel, just be safe at home.
Okay. Your foundation, this India Foundation,
Yes.
Is it doing something during this lockdown period or COVID period?
Yeah, we have like the ambassador of India has spoken to all those who are in charge of all the foundations and all the institutions and all the associations to see what they can do. In my case, if there's anything I can help, if someone has to travel or needs some assistance, we are helping. But mainly because we are not allowed also to go nearer to so many people who have passed away, because in countries like Netherlands, even a funeral you can't be attended by 20 people, and they are not giving us a lot of chance. So we are there to help them. If people call us, they need assistance, we're always there to help them. But again, what kind of assistance is needed? If they need fundings, giving fundings to everybody who are loss of business or who are loss of jobs or things like that, because loss of jobs, because the government find a way to pay their company to give the salaries to the people here in the Netherlands. So the government is doing a lot. And if for the local people also, we have the municipality. That means every city, have a municipality. So it's there. It's as a place where you can ask for help. But we, as the Indians here in the Netherlands, are always there to help. And I really want to thank the Embassy of India in the Netherlands, who has put it up on their Facebook page, on the website. If there's any assistance required, you have a phone number, which is 24 hours. You have a local number, you can speak to them. So I don't see a reason why we individually only can help them. But I think the institution which I'm referring to, the Embassy of India, is also there to help them. So
That's commendable.
all of them here in the Netherlands are there to help each other. And I think so for the Sindhi community also, if we can have this to help each other among the community, I think it'll be a wonderful thing.
How many Sindhis are there in Netherlands? Approximately?
Very few. I think
Okay, less than
It's not a
100
very
people.
big community
Okay.
in the Netherlands. Yeah,
Hmm.
Sindhi
Okay.
community.
Brother, when do you see the situation improving?
If I look at it, I think somewhere around end of December.
Okay, so
But don't,
2020 gone.
2020. You see, they are planning to look into the vaccination because UK is looking into it, US looking into it, India is looking into it. Even by the time they test the vaccination and everything, I think it will be somewhere they are referring to, as the news you read, is somewhere in September 2020. So by the time they get into to all the whole world and everything, I think it'll be in December. But that's my quote. But sometimes I hear the news, they said might take 18 months by the time the real vaccine will come in. I think you have read it also in the news. So, but I think we hope that it will be cleared by end of December so that in 2021 we can start a new year. In that way, I meant that, we hope that it can be cleared by 2020 December.
So this means we can meet in 2021.
Yeah, I hope we can all meet in 2021, and we hope that Peter G can also have his Sindhi Sammelan back in Pune.
Fine.
Also, that it has been postponed, and I think
Yeah.
it's very important to have a Sindhi Sammelan, and I think all Sindhis should take little bit time to come out to the Sindhi Sammelan. Like they say, the more we are, the merrier we become, and also the more we are, we get more suggestion also.
But not everybody can afford that, actually. That's the reality.
I agree to you, but I also want to raise a point because see, the Sindhi Sammelan is not every time abroad. So one time in abroad, and this time was in India. So why can't India afford it? No, coming to your question, that not everybody can afford it. So if you meet a Sindhi Sammelan of Barcelona, which was last year, but you can also attend a Sindhi Sammelan which was supposed to be in Pune this year. For example, I've already registered myself to be at the Sindhi Sammelan. So I will have to ask Peter what is going to happen, which Peter G told me that it's going to be postponed. But I think all the local Sindhis or all the Sindhis around India, which we have a lot, we have a bigger number in India, should take some initiative and come up front this year or next year, whichever date is decided for the Sindhi Sammelan, to get together. And I think that will be a good platform for us.
Yeah, fine. Okay, one last question.
Please.
And basically an appeal to you. Your message for Sindhis worldwide.
Yeah, I only can say it's very simple. I just say, be safe, be at home. And the only thing is, follow what the government rules are and follow the institution, because they know better than what we are doing. Because whatever we think, we are smarter, but the government is government. So follow the institution.
Fine. Anything else you want to say, in case I have missed it?
No. I just want to say that whatever you are doing, Nitinji, you're doing a wonderful job. But I only have one appeal to the Sindhis, because since if it's going to be channeled out to the Sindhis, that please, whichever day the Sindhi Sammelan will be announced again, I hope that you all of you take out some time, spend the 2-3 days together and meet all the people from all over the world, because they come from all over the world. And I think it's a very good thing that we all Sindhi Sammelan. I think that Sammelan, which is going to be the next Sammelan, which is going to come up, should be an extraordinary Sammelan where all Sindhi should meet. Thank you very much.
I promise you I'll be there.
Yeah, I will be there definitely, wherever living and everything, because the main thing is life is also important, because like they say,
I'll pray for your longer and healthy life.
You don't know where you are tomorrow and where you are, so but our goal is that we all pray that all Sindhis are fine. And now, since I think so, when the temples and everything, because we all have not gone to the temples and everything, so all of them are going. We hope that once this lockdown is open, so all of us can go and pray for all our Sindhis, like they say, brothers and sisters, that they're all fine and everything.
Yeah, we all will pray to our deity, Jai Jhulelal Ji,
Yes.
Jhulelal, for the well-being of Sindhi community and the entire world.
Yes, true.
Thank you, Dada. This interview was taken by the organization, Indus Sindhu Organization, and I was your anchor. I hope you liked it, the concept.
Yes, I liked it very much. And thank you once again for giving me an opportunity and giving me a chance.
Thank you so much for your valuable time. I'm grateful to you for your time.
Yeah, thank you. And if there's anything else I can do or anything we can share together for the Sindhi community, I'm always there to assist and help. Thank you.
So nice of you. Thank you so much. Jai Jhulelal.
Jai Jhulelal. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.